people. Que pasa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News. Now, people, we see that the lawyer for Constable Noel Maitland, Barley Christopher Townsend, is he just passionate about his work, or it seems as if he is always crying wolf as it pertains to this criminal popo, this murderer popo? Now, people, the other day, on Wednesday to be specific, we saw that detectives from CTAC, they arrested Constable Noel Maitland on Duke Street. He has been in custody ever since. He went to court on Thursday, I think, and his lawyer was not present. So therefore, the lawyer is having a SHIT fit because he is saying that, how is it that you guys know that I am the lawyer for this man and you did not contact me? You did not let me know that you're going to take him to court, and you did not let me know that he was going to remain in custody. However, since then, the lawyer, Christopher Townsend, has filed a writ of habeas corpus for the release of his client or for his client to be charged. However, people, we know, so the popo, the investigators, the detective, they say that they have significant evidence, that means a whole heap of evidence that implicates this man in the missing and possible takeaway of Donna Lee Donaldson. So people, let's take a listen, take a look to exactly what this lawyer has to say, and then I'll give my piece.
Today, we went to the Halfway Tree Parish Court to file a habeas corpus for the release or charge of my client. When we got there, and in the middle of making the application, we were told that he was actually in court yesterday, or the matter was before the court yesterday, where he was remanded, or the senior magistrate remanded him for 10 days. We were quite surprised because we were never notified. Everyone knew who his lawyer was. We were never notified, and we don't know whether or not he was represented or his position was represented in court. So we were quite surprised by that. After the application, we were promptly contacted. We have been waiting for a while now, but we were promptly contacted by the Halfway Tree CIB, who then informed us that they wish to have the Q&A at 1 o'clock tomorrow. We consented to that time and place, so we anticipate that the Q&A will go forward tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Now, people, this is what happens when the JCF, the relevant authority, pet and pamper known criminals, known MVRDER3R. This is what happens when there is substantial amount of evidence. However, you give these criminals the leeway to feel as if them can walk up and down amongst the other civilized, law-abiding, tax-paying citizens in a society, and they can take away innocent people such as Donna Lee Donaldson and act as if them not know nothing about it, act as if them have some sort of selective memory, like, where was she? How did she get missing? Could she please come back home ASAP? When you know that all the evidence, all the fingers, everything point towards you, Mr. Noel Maitland, and possibly Cathy Ann Smith. We don't know about her yet. It is yet to be determined. Same thing as it pertains to the popo. Now, as it applies to Mr. Christopher Townsend, you know, say your client is a criminal. You know, say your client guilty as sin. So how is it that now you want the popo for lock him up? And people, here are the facts. When he went to court, Mr. Noel Maitland, he was remanded by the judge for at least 10 days. So people, this is what we call unusual and exceptional circumstances. So therefore, all the writ of habeas corpus you want to file, the system done already know, say, listen, we're out for this man because no other leads, no other suspect is out there, with exception of possibly Miss Cathy Ann. We don't know about that yet. It is yet to be determined. So people, at the end of the day, it only shows you these lawyers, once they get that retainer, they are going to act as if their client knows nothing about any sorts of crime. Their client is as innocent, is a saint, is a altar boy, is the person that have the best criminal record, none at all like Jesus. Point blank and period. However, people, this is what we call reality check. This is what we call when the chickens come to roost. We are talking about Judgment Day coming soon and very soon, just like the king. And I am not speaking about Elvis. Point blank and period. Now, the next thing that is popping in the news is an update, correction, or clarification about something that I spoke about the video before this one. I spoke about an incident that occurred at a top tourist resort. I think the name is Grand Palladium, don't quote me. I said that there was an altercation between a woman and her friend them. Two sets of women and some men also got involved. Based on information that I am getting, it is said that the woman that got the royal BEAT down, she was an American. And the people that did the royal BEAT down, that was a Jamaican lady that was there with her baby. And some friends of shaky characteristics. Some people say them a chopper. And based on their attitude and actions, I would not doubt it. However, that is not the point. Now, people, based on information that I am getting, it is said that the host, there was a table close to the shoreline, ocean view, in which an American family, lady, and some other people was there. The host gave them that table, so they left and they went to go get something else. I guess some sorts of food, people. Me no know. However, when they came back, there was a Jamaican lady there with a child. She pretty much took the table because she did not see anybody's glasses, bag, any sort of thing indicating that this table was taken. So people, this is all because of a mistake, because this is how it goes. When you go to these hotels, the restaurants, any sort of bar, people want the seating with the view closest to the ocean, give you that view that you pay a whole lot of money for. However, when the host gives that seat up, they are supposed to turn up the glass, probably put water in the glass to indicate that this table is taken. And sometimes people leave them possession, beat them bag, whatever. Just something to show that this table is occupied, this table is taken. So the mistake was made by the host. So therefore the table was given to two separate people. However, it is said that when the American guest came back and saw that the table was occupied, she said to the Jamaican lady, whose friends, male and female, had gone to get some sorts of food, some sorts of drink, people. Me no know. There was an argument, verbal dispute. It became physical, and it is said that the American guest fling the water in the face of the Jamaican guest. Now, people, whenever you initiate or start any sorts of thing, whatever you get, you basically deserves it. However, that is not how the court looks at it sometimes. It is said that after she did this, all HELL broke loose. And people, when I say broke out, it broke out. I realized that in that same video, which I cannot show on YouTube, the Jamaican lady pretty much left the baby by herself, himself. The baby did dip on the ground, and we see people run over, step over, pass over the baby right through this melee. They were not paying attention to the little pitney. They were so caught up in the moment of the beatery that they never paid the baby any sort of attention. The baby was pretty much in the way of the Royal BEAT down. Now people, like me say, here is the thing. If you fling water or spitting at somebody's face, that is the utmost, well not the utmost, it could be worse, but it is very disrespectful. However people, my point is this. There is a dispute between two women. Who was wrong and who was right, that I already established. However, when the male partners, our friends came back and saw this lady, I pretty much had the upper hand on the America guess. Them joining, them a stamp, them a KICK, them a SLAP, them a do everything. So people, it was like a pack of PITBULLS, power little chihuahua. It was not a fear, FIGHT. So people, me already established who wrong. However, when the security intervened and tried to break it up, these Jamaicans were so much in their moment. They were so much out for BLOOD. Them never know when to stop. It was like when you watch one of those videos and you see a pack of PITBULL, whole one next DOG, and them a shred it. That was exactly what was going on. And people, even worse. When the security tried to part it, and people, I don't know, I was not there, so maybe they got the impression as if the security was taken up for the America guess them, and they were dissing them because them turned upon the security and them start fling all sorts of buckle at NSA, all sorts of buckle at this, buckle at that. So people, like I said yesterday, I was a bit wrong, I was a bit off on who initiated it or why. Like me say, sometimes we get story, we get the video, we can only talk about what we see. However, whenever I get any sorts of information or details that is polar opposite from what I say, I will always come and make a clarification. And people, like me say, the lady wrong for fling water in the lady face, so therefore if the lady get upset, she had all reason. But it is to the extent of which you act. It is to the extent that even when people start parted, you still act like there is some sort of GANG rivalry. And people, the only thing that was missing is some sort of tool and some sort of people that get pie up. So therefore, people, me go say this. A lot of you Jamaicans, you are too angry. A lot of you Jamaicans don't understand when enough is enough. A lot of you Jamaicans don't understand that wherever you go, you can't bring the lane mouth attitude go to the people in 5-star or 4-star hotel. And I am not going to say to let people disrespect you, because people will understand that a lot of these people from America, especially our type of color, they are not nobody in their country. However, when them come to Jamaica, them feel as if they can be disrespectful to our people because them feel as if them have a little more kind than we. However, that is not how it goes. However, looking at the bigger picture, this spells very bad for Jamaica tourism. This spells very bad for Jamaicans as a whole nation, because all sorts of people that they are look in. And people, when you get 1 million ratings, a million good review, it is not as troublesome as when you get 1 or 2 bad review, because everybody in the foreign press, they are going to highlight this 1 bad over the million good. So people, me just say, act like human beings. Act as if you are civilized. Stop going places that you are not supposed to go, that you don't fit in, and act like you're some sort of wild animal. People, me nah say for make people disrespect you, but me just say, that is not how decent, normal people act, like how them wild animal was acting with the lady, even if she was wrong or even if she was right. And I said that she was wrong, point blank and Period.